Hey YouTube, what's happening? Chris here. I want to bring you an update on an article that I came across on CoinDesk. I want to get you some news as well as opposed to just charts, especially on slower days like today. But what I came across was Binance now allows Australians or lets Australians buy Bitcoin with cash at over 1,300 stores. What I want to explain to you is, guys, just because we've been in this bear market does not mean things are not progressing in the cryptocurrency space. There's actually been huge moves throughout even 2018 that took place for cryptocurrency. What you have to remember is that in a bear market, regardless of how good the news is, you're not going to be blasting off in price. If you're in a bull market and there's great news coming, that's completely different. It's just like in a bear market, if bad news comes, then you can really plunge hard. So you have to realize that all these new innovations and new ways for investors to get into Bitcoin, all this stuff is taking place, and there is going to be another bull run. You know, is it going to start tomorrow, or is it going to start in a year from now? We don't know yet. We're being patient and we're waiting. But what you have to realize is there's going to be another bull market, and that's where we have to be prepared and we have to be ready, and we have to, learn this stuff, fundamental news. We have to learn technical analysis. We have to learn coding. We have to learn all the important things that is based around cryptocurrency. And this is just another show of adoption, how basically more people are going to have access to be able to buy into this, and that's what we want, guys. That's the main thing that we're going for right now. Now, this article is by Yogita Kararti. I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name, and this is from CoinDesk, and I'm just going to read a little bit of this to you, but it says, cryptocurrency exchange Binance has unveiled a new platform in Australia that allows users to buy Bitcoin with cash from high street stores. This is a big deal, guys. Announcing the news on Tuesday, Binance said the new gateway called Binance Lite Australia is cash to Bitcoin brokerage service accessible through a network of 1,300 plus supported news agents across the country. The platform currently offers the option to buy only Bitcoin using Australian dollars, but the exchange said it has plans to support more cryptocurrencies and fiat options in the future, and that's going to be a big deal. And that's going to continue to happen. You have to realize how these things work. First, Bitcoin needs its foot through the door. Then the rest of them will be able to get through the door. It's just getting that Bitcoin through the door at many of these places to allow more people to have access to buy it. And it goes on to say here, basically, once users have carried out an account verification process, they can place an order and buy Bitcoin online, which is huge. And even the Binance, main CEOs and all that, he says Binance CFO Wei Zhao said that the new platform further expands cryptocurrency adoption by providing easier ways to buy Bitcoin. And that's what we've talked about, guys. It's all about the adoption. Right now, 1 to whatever 3% people are using this, and the world is probably less than 1% all around the world. But, there's so much room for growth. Think if you're in at 1 or 3% when that much of the population's in, and it even grows to 9 to 15% down the road are using this. I mean, those are massive gains, guys. If you're in this market, when this market's at 140 billion and it goes to $1 trillion or more, which we saw it go up to $820 billion at its height last time. So if this next market cycle, when it takes us over $1 trillion, or you're talking about 6 trillion, 5 trillion, whatever, and you're in at 142 billion for an overall market cap, guys, it could be absolutely life-changing. You have to realize that a rising tide lifts all ships. That's why I don't understand when people bash on, Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum because they like this one more than they like that one or whatever. Guys, I don't care if it's Digibyte that leads to market. I don't care if it's Zcash. I don't care if it's, Civic, any of these. As long as this market's pulling itself out of this bear market, it's going to catch on, and it'll get to Litecoin, it'll get to Bitcoin. Like right now, how Litecoin's trying to dig us out of this, this bear market that we've been in for 14 or 15 months. Litecoin's up above its 200-day moving average, which Bitcoin's not right now. So we're hoping that Litecoin can kind of pull Bitcoin and say, let's get going. And that's the thing. Root for all cryptocurrencies to do good. Root for all the adoption. That's one thing in crypto that I don't understand, how people have this mass psychology of I'm only going to like Digibyte, or I'm only going to like Litecoin, or I'm only going to like Monero, this or that. Just be happy that it's out there, guys. Enjoy it. And some people have different reasons than what you might for liking a project. Maybe they dug into something else and they saw something that strikes a chord with them and it doesn't with you. Who cares? But it's all about this adoption. It's about being able to get money into the market and have these institutional investors come in, which would make for life-changing gains in this market, which we're all looking for. I'm not looking to have a Lamborghini or anything like that, guys. I want to pay off my house. I want to pay off debt, that type of stuff. Like, just be done with that so we can be free. That's my goal in this, and that's why I'm bringing you these articles and I'm doing the charting, and we're getting into what we get into, is because I really want to take advantage of the next market cycle, and I want it to change my life. I want it to change your life. I want it so we can be able to help people. You know, you can't really help yourself, you help other people until you help yourself. Like, you need to be in the position to have that time to be able to help people and be able to do different things. And you can't do that if you're slaving away at a job for 70 hours a week. And doing this right and accumulating now down towards the bottom and being able to hold those for the next run could be absolutely life-changing. And I don't want people to miss out on that. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor, but I do a lot of studying in this market. I do a lot of studying on the charts and things like that. And, you know, guys, say even if we weren't at the bottom now, we're close. We're close. And it's not a bad time for the long term to be accumulating. Remember, dollar cost averaging in. That's one of the best things you can do. If it's a project you like, say, hey, $100, you know, once a month or whatever, I'm going to throw it into this, is not a bad thing to do. And then hold on to those coins. Remember, you want to hodl in a bull market. You don't want to hodl in a bear market. Cash is king in a bear market. So that when you have that cash, once we get really low in that bear market, say you're not shorting the market all the way down and making profits, but you could see when that bottom's starting to take place, those rounded bottoms where the price may even still be going down a little bit and your RSI is creeping up, and you say, man, I'm going to start putting in some money now and start buying these things near the bottom. And that's how life-changing wealth happens. That when everybody's scared, you basically say, hey, I'm putting my money in because I believe in this and I'm going to go for it. And that's what it's going to be, guys. So let me know down below what you're doing, what you think. If you think this is a big deal that Australia, all this is getting into it and making it easier to get money in. And tell me what you think long term. You know, do you guys understand that there will be another market cycle just like there was in the past? You know, you see these market cycles so far in Bitcoin over 10 years have repeated themselves, but they've gotten larger. So, you know, maybe the next one will take us to $50,000 on Bitcoin, $100,000 on Bitcoin. This last one took us to $20,000 and we didn't have near the adoption, anything that we have now. So, you know, keep these things in the back of your head, guys. Just want to bring it to you. God bless each and every one of you.